One day on the way home from work, I stopped at the local pharmacy, and, while I was checking out, I picked up some candy to take home for me and my 7-year-old son. It was a bag of gold coins, gold foil-covered chocolate candy coins. There were many sizes, from dime to dollar. I took the bag home, and me and my son opened the bag and ate all of the coins, my son taking the bigger dollar-sized ones and me taking the smaller ones. The next day, my wife, my son, and I stopped at the pharmacy again to pick up a few things. While my wife and I were shopping, we noticed that my son had picked up a gold coin condom. Before we could catch him, he took it up to the counter and asked the pharmacist, "What's this?" The woman, looking very serious, said, "That's a condom, son." To which my son replied, "My daddy bought me some of these yesterday." With a disgusted look on her face, the pharmacist replied, "Those are not for children, young man." And finally, my son replied, "Then I'll buy this one for my daddy. He likes the little ones." John had been feeling restless lately. His days were filled with the same routine of work and chores, and he longed for a change of pace. So when he spotted a carnival in the distance on his afternoon walk, he felt a sudden sense of excitement. As he drew closer, he could hear the sound of music and laughter, and he felt himself becoming more and more intrigued. He could see brightly colored tents and rides towering over the crowds of people, and he felt a sudden urge to join in on the fun. John had always been a bit skeptical of carnivals. They seemed like a relic of a bygone era, a time when people would gather for entertainment and amusement in a way that was now seen as old-fashioned. But as he drew closer to the carnival, he couldn't help but feel a sense of nostalgia. He remembered visiting carnivals as a child and the thrill of riding the Ferris wheel and eating cotton candy. As he walked through the crowds of people, he felt a sense of wonder and excitement building inside him. As he walked past the various attractions, he noticed a fortune teller's tent in the distance. The idea of having his fortune told intrigued him, but he was hesitant to go inside. He had never been one to believe in such things, but something about the carnival atmosphere made him feel more open to the idea. After a few moments of contemplation, John decided to take the plunge and see what the fortune teller had in store for him. He made his way over to the tent, feeling a bit nervous, but also excited to see what the future held. As he entered the tent, he was greeted by the sight of an old woman seated behind a crystal ball. She looked up at him and smiled warmly, beckoning him to come closer. John hesitated for a moment, but eventually made his way over to her. The woman placed her hands on the crystal ball and closed her eyes, taking a deep breath. She then opened them and looked into the ball, staring intently as if searching for something. After a few moments, she spoke. "I see that you are the father of 2 children, she said in a soft voice. John raised an eyebrow and replied scornfully, "That's what you think." "Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm actually the father of 3 children. The woman's smile faded for a moment, but then returned just as quickly and said with a mischievous grin, "That's what you think.